We have here at Wellesley a really rich and engaged community in the arts, and particularly in poetry. We have Frank Bedard, who just won the Pulitzer Prize, and of course Dan Chasen, who's a good friend of yours, and Marjorie Agosin. What is your advice to young people who are really looking to find their voice?
I think that as an artist, finding your voice is this huge milestone that you're waiting for so long. In my own experience, I think I began to find my voice when I stopped looking for it. When I said, okay, these are the poets whose voices I love that I'm going to try and learn whatever I can from. Often for me that meant imitating them. And of course you never sound like another person, no matter what you do.
That's right.
And I think I developed some skills that were going to be useful to exploring the material that was important to me. And I think material is that other, component. When you have a sense of what your questions are and what your passions are and what kinds of unrest might motivate you to sit down and write a poem and listen in that way. I think that's a huge part of what one's voice sounds like, what it's made of.
I read in your memoir that really your college experience was very important. Tell us a little bit about that in poetry.
Yeah. This time of year, commencement makes me nostalgic for that feeling.
Yeah.
I felt so overwhelmed when I left home by what I was expected to be learning, by the people that I was meeting, and so excited and intimidated by the classes that I was taking that were changing my view of the world. And poetry offered me kind of power. It showed me that if I could look closely enough at anything, even something small and seemingly unimportant, and if I could ask the right questions and listen patiently, I could discover something. And that was a consolation to me during a time when life is changing so rapidly. And I felt that, all of the other questions that I was sorting out as a, private person and also as a scholar could be synthesized by a poem, by thinking closely and, steadily about something. So poetry became a kind of anchor for me. I love that poems can give you a sort of private sense of investment in, the public world and history. It can slow down the experience of real time so that even when you're writing about your actual life, you can move around more slowly within it and more attentively. And I felt like that was incredibly useful.